Hi, you twos. I'm just going to go over this week's presentation for your slides for English. So when you open up your slides, you will see the same picture as you had last week. This, just a reminder that this is what your LA would like you to take a photo of the work that you have done and send it to them. Okay, so for lesson 1 for reading, we would like you to choose a book from Wooshka or a book that you have from home. Your success criteria for this particular task is to identify the character setting and explain why it's your favorite part. So you might like to read it to someone or you can read it to yourself. Have a look at the pictures because that might help you choose your favorite part. Once you've done that, in your reading book, we'd like you to write the title of the book up the top and draw a picture of your favorite part. Label the characters in your story and draw the setting. Remember, the setting is the background. So where was the story? Was it in a forest? Was it in space? Was it at the beach? So that part's really important. Make sure you label all of that as well. Okay, so for your next reading task, you might like to choose that same book that you had for the previous lesson, or you might like to choose a new one. We're looking at reading with expression. Expression means that when you're reading, you don't sound like a robot. Your voice changes. Your voice changes because of the way the character is feeling. Your voice changes because you might see an exclamation mark or some talking marks. So have a go at reading it out loud. Think about it when your LA reads you a story in class, how her or his voice changes. So when we're scared, our voice might go soft. When we're excited, our voice might become higher, like a higher pitched voice. The text might have small writing or big writing, capital letters. It might look different. So all of that plays a part in how we read with expression. Once you have chosen your book, pretend like you're the teacher and you're reading the book to your class. Have a go at reading it a few times, making sure that you use expression, and then record yourself. So you might like to set up your device in front of you and just press record, so you can go back and watch yourself, or you can get someone to record you, might be a parent. Watch it back and see what you think. Did you do a good job? Do you think you could have done it better? Were you paying attention to the punctuation or the characters in the story? For your next lesson, watch the video. This video is a Go Noodle one. It sort of does like a dance about expression, reading with expression. He shows himself reading like a robot, which sounds very boring, and then reading with expression, which obviously is much more entertaining for the audience as well. Okay, for your spelling lesson, I've got a list of words here. You can choose some of these words that you don't know how to spell. Otherwise, if you've got words from your writing task last week that you think you can learn how to spell, you can choose those as well. Do a look, cover, write check, or if there's another way that you like to learn how to spell words, it might be like rainbow tracing or putting them in a word search. It's up to you how you'd like to do them. Okay, so for your writing lesson, we're going to write a message for Mum for Mother's Day, which is on Sunday. So over here in the pink box, I have an example of one that I have done. It's got who is it to, the occasion, which is Mother's Day, my message to Mum, details of why I love my mum, and then who it's from. There's also a picture of a camera. This is one that we would like you to send to us. In the grey box here, it just tells you that we would like you to do it in your writing book. Once you've written it, read it back to yourself or read it to someone to make sure it makes sense. Have you put full stops in? Have you fixed your capital letters? Is there any spelling that you need to fix? You need to hold on to this because your next lesson, you need to actually use this to make a good copy for Mum. So lesson 2, you are going to choose a piece of paper that you're going to write your good copy for your message for Mum. If you choose a paper that doesn't have lines on it, you might need to rule some lines to keep your handwriting neat. So do your good copy, make sure you look at everything that you've edited, use your best handwriting. Next, you're going to make a card for mum. I've got 2 videos here that goes through how to draw what they have done. You don't need to do that. If you have a different idea of what your Mother's Day card might look like, you can do that too. Otherwise, on the next slide, there's some pictures here to help inspire you of some different ideas. Once you've made the front cover of your card, your message that you have written, you need to put inside that card, keep the card to the side, and give it to mum on Mother's Day, and make sure you wish her a very happy Mother's Day and thank her for all the help that she's been giving you over the last couple of weeks. Your last lesson is 10 minutes of handwriting in your handwriting book. You'll also have Google Meets next week, so if any of this is confusing or you need to ask questions, remember you can do that in your Google Meet or send a message, email to your LA. Happy learning, guys.